doing much. I just still go to classes and enjoy
Oh,
the
really?
last summer holiday.
Yeah. When does school start again?
Uh, we'll have like summer class in August.
August. Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
All right. So you still have 4 more weeks holiday.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And what classes are you doing during the week at the moment?
Uh, Currently I have math class,
Yeah.
English class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just two of them.
Okay. Just two of them. All right. And when are you thinking of sitting the IELTS test?
I am considering about taking it in September or October,
Ah,
like
okay.
to have many times to learn more.
Right. Okay. So still another 2 or 3 months. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you still have a little bit of time. That's great. That's good. Everything else going okay?
Uh, like
With
I
your
going
family?
to
Yeah, with
Fukuoka
your family and
Islands
everything?
next month.
Sorry, you're going to
Fukuoka.
Fuquoc. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, but a little bit expensive.
Right, right. I guess very busy this time of year. Is that right? A lot of people
Yeah,
will go
it's
to
summer
Fuquoc.
holidays, so
Yeah, summer
people
holidays.
go travel
So
a lot.
yeah, so it'll be very busy there. Ah, yeah, I've heard it's a great, great place. I have heard Fuquoc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that will be fun. So you go with your family.
Uh, I go with my family and my dad company.
Yeah. Great. Oh, it sounds like fun. That's good. Okay. Ting Chagon.
Hi, hello.
How are you, Ting?
I'm good.
Good. And Kian. Xin Chao Kian.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kian?
I'm great.
Good. 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 You didn't sleep in this week.
No, I'm just oversleep for once.
Only for once. That's good. Okay. Welcome to class anyway, Kian. I'm glad you made it. Okay, so just waiting another couple of minutes to see who else will join us. Ah, Mrs. Ha, Chao M.
Yeah, hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh, good, good.
Yes.
Do you have Tuk Ang there today?
No, because they finished the examination already.
Oh, she already finished. Oh, when was the exam? Was it
Uh,
yesterday
the,
or
no, last week.
oh last
But
week?
she did pretty good,
Oh,
and she
good,
got yeah. I marked her test already.
yeah,
She got 8.6.
great.
Yes, I think
8.6. Good.
yeah.
So is that better than what you expect?
Yes, because we expected her to get above 8, but
Right.
8.6 is okay. Yeah, it's
Is
good.
really good. Oh, that's
Yes,
great.
very good.
Oh, that's great. So she's very happy with that, I guess.
Yes, and I have a better news because because all my better news because all my
Hmm?
students they entered like a high school.
Yeah,
Yeah, all of them.
all of them.
Yeah,
Oh, all of them. So they all got into high school.
yes, and the lowest marks for English is 8.5.
Wow. Oh, that's
Yeah,
great. That's great.
the lowest one, Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow. That's really good.
I was so happy about that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. No,
On
that's really good.
on the effort, like
Mhm.
was pay off,
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Right. No, that's great. Oh, well, congratulations. That's really good. That's really
Yeah,
good.
really good.
Excellent.
Okay, thank
Excellent.
you. Yeah,
Really good. That's great.
yeah. Okay.
At the moment?
No,
Oh,
but
no one. No one at the moment.
but I'm going to my father hometown now, so I will listen to the lessons.
Oh,
on a-
you're going
Yeah.
going to his hometown now.
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
What, just to go for lunch or something?
Yeah. No, but in afternoon I will return.
Ah, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a good trip.
Thank you.
Okay. Talk soon.
Yes.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bao Ling. Bao Ling.
Hello,
Chào
teacher.
con. How are you, Bao Ling?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. And Michael, how are you?
I'm not good.
You're not good. Why is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet the dentist and he's gonna pick my teeth out
Oh, see,
soon.
he's going to take your teeth. What, you have some toothache?
Yeah, he's gonna take my tooth away
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not. When are you going to the dentist?
this afternoon.
Oh, are you? Okay. Oh, well, good luck with that. I
It
know,
might
not
be,
nice. Yeah,
it
not
might
nice.
be.
Yeah, might be painful. I hope not. I hope not. Fingers crossed. It won't be too painful.
Oh,
Okay, who else? Feng Ling. Feng Ling. Chào con.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, how are you, Feng Ling?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good, good. And Viet Ang. Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
Good morning, Viet Ang. How are you?
Good morning, teacher. I'm good.
Good. And Dat. Dat, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good, Dat. Good. Haven't seen you for a while, so welcome back. That's great.
Yes.
Okay. And Ting, I've just seen your message. That's fine, Ting. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, everyone, turn your cameras on, please. So I can see everyone. Who can I not see? Ian, I can see you. Good. Feng Ni. Feng Ni, how are you? Feng Ni.
I'm good.
Great. Okay, Feng Ni, I can see. Tuan Son. Chào con, Tuan Son.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, too.
Good. Viet Ang, I can see. Dat. I can't see you. Have you got your camera there, Dat? Can you hear me, Dat? Okay, can't hear me. Never mind. All right, everyone, welcome to class. We will get started for today. So what we're going to do, as usual, we're going to be doing some writing and some speaking, and I've got a short test to start off with. I'll also be looking at the work that you did last week, the graph. We'll look at that very shortly, and we'll go on to look at this week some writing task 2. First thing I want to ask you, though, anyone who, I'm not sure because the class has changed a little bit, that I have everyone's email address. Okay, so can you all please send me your email address? I have most of them already. I have most of them, but can you please send me your email address just so I can check? So what I'm going to do, I will just send you my email address, okay, in chat in just a moment. Oops, need to send that to everyone. Okay, everyone, you should be able to see my email address. Please send me an email, okay, sometime during the lesson, okay, so then I have your email address. All right, hope that makes sense to everyone. Like I say, I already do have most of your email addresses, but because some new people have come to the class since I last checked, I just need to make sure I have everyone's address correctly. So please send me just a quick email, then I will have your address. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is I have a quick test for you. Okay. Bao Ling, can you see the test?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is, as you can see, a test for prepositions. In some of your writing, I can see that some of you are still having a little problem with prepositions. So we're just going to practice this a little bit. So I'm going to get you each to tell me the answer, and I will keep a mark of who is giving me the correct answer. Okay, so Bao Ling, I will start with you, please, for this. So you can see, everyone, you have a choice of only 3 prepositions: on, at, or in. On, at, or in. Okay, so just choose the correct one or the most correct one for the sentence. Okay, so can you please just give me, Bao Ling, just give me actually give me the whole sentence with the preposition, please, Bao Ling. Number 1.
See you on Friday.
Okay, so you're saying on, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Viet Ang, which preposition do you choose? On, at, or in? For the
Actually,
first,
I
yeah.
choose on.
Yeah, this is just for the first sentence, everyone, just for the first sentence. The see you Friday one. Okay, you choose on. Fong Ling,
I choose on.
Dat, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, which one do you choose, Dat?
I choose on.
Fong Ni,
I choose on.
Tuan Son,
I choose on.
Nok Ha,
On.
Ting,
I choose on.
Kian,
I choose on.
Bao Ming.
Yeah, I choose on.
Okay, good. Everyone was correct. The correct answer is on. All right, just checking to see if anyone else has joined the class while we've been talking. Can't see anyone else. Good. Okay, next one, please. I will get you to start. Viet Ang. Viet Ang.
Jadi,
Can you read the second sentence, please, with the correct preposition?
I brush my teeth on the morning. In
Okay.
the morning.
In the morning. Okay, so you're choosing in. Is that correct? Viet Ang, you are choosing
Yeah, teacher.
in. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are
teacher.
choosing in. Can you hear me, Viet Ang?
Yeah, teacher.
Yes, can you please repeat the preposition you are choosing?
I brush my teeth in the morning.
Okay, so the preposition is in. Is that correct?
Việt Anh nói to lên con ơi.
Yeah, teacher.
Yes. Can you please tell me if that is correct? You are choosing in.
I
Is that
choose
right?
in.
Okay. Fong Ling,
I'm choosing in.
Dat. Dat, oi.
Đạt ơi. Yeah,
Okay.
but I think maybe they can write the result into the chat box. You know?
Yeah, just take a little bit longer for me to check. That's all. I just want to get them talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
Fong Ni,
Yes. I choose in.
Tuan Son,
I choose in.
Nok Ha,
In.
Ting,
I choose in.
Kian,
I choose in.
Bao Ming,
I choose in.
Bao Ling.
I choose in.
Okay, in is correct. Good. I brush my teeth in the morning. Fong Ling. Fong Ling.
Yes.
Third one, please. Can you read the sentence?
Yeah, the football match is at 4 o'clock.
Okay, at.
Yes.
Dat, are you there?
Yes, I met some internet problem.
Okay. What one do you choose? Dat?
I choose in.
Phong Ni.
I choose it.
Tuan Son.
I choose it.
Nok Ha.
I choose that.
Ting.
I choose it.
Kian.
I choose that.
Bao Ming.
I choose it.
Bao Ling. And Viet Ang.
I choose at.
Okay. At is correct. Football match is at 4 o'clock. Good. Everyone's doing well so far. Almost 100% that time. Okay. Next one. Dat. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you please read the fourth sentence? We have lunch.
We have lunch at midday.
Phong Ni. On Tuan Son.
At midday.
Nok Ha.
I choose it.
Ting.
I choose it.
Kian.
I choose that.
Bao Ming.
I choose it.
Bao Ling. Viet Ang.
I choose at.
Phong Ling.
At.
Okay, at is correct. We have lunch at midday. We never say on midday, always at midday. Okay. Tuan Son,
Yes.
can you please read sentence number 5, please? I'm busy.
I'm busy at the moment.
Nok Ha. Can't hear you, Nok Ha. Ting.
I choose it.
Kian.
I choose that.
Bao Ming.
I choose it.
Bao Ling.
I choose at.
Viet Ang.
I choose at.
Phong Ling.
I choose up.
Dat.
I choose that.
Các
And
con chỉ cần
Phong,
nói qua kết quả thôi, nói at on in người cho nhanh.
and Phong Ni.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Ah. Phong Ni.
Yes.
Yeah. Which one are you choosing, Phong Ni? Okay. Please, everyone, be ready with your answer when I call your name. I'm busy at the moment is the correct one. Sung Ha. Nok Ha.
I'm here.
Okay. You are back now. Good. My parents. Please read the sentence.
My parents always visit me in my birthday.
Ting.
Wait, on my birthday.
Okay. Change to on. Okay. Ting.
On.
Kian.
On.
Bao Ming.
On.
Bao Ling.
Choose on.
Viet Ang.
On.
Phong Ling.
On.
Dat.
On.
Phong Ni.
On.
Tuan Son. Good. 100%. My parents always visit me on my birthday. Okay, good. I know these are quite easy for most of you, but like I say, when it comes to writing essays, some of you make mistakes with these. So that's why we're doing just a quick revision. Okay, Ting.
He was born in the 19th century.
Kian.
In.
Bao Ming.
In the 19th century.
Bao Ling.
I choose in.
Viet Ang,
In.
Phong Linh,
In.
Dat,
In.
Phong Ni,
In.
Tuan Son,
In.
Nok Ha.
In.
Okay, again, very easy. Born in the 19th century. Okay. Who's next? Kian.
Yes.
He usually.
He usually go on holiday in July.
July. Good. Okay, Kian, remember to pronounce the S on goes. Okay? He usually goes on holiday. Bao Ming.
On July.
On July. Bao Ling.
In July.
Viet Ang.
In July.
Phong Linh.
In July.
Dat.
On July.
Phong Ni.
In.
Tuan Son.
In.
Nok Ha.
In.
Ting.
In.
And in is correct, everyone. You go on holiday in July. In July. Okay, only two more of these. Bao Ming. They always.
Always get together at 8.
Good. Good reading. Bao Ling.
They pet.
Viet Ang.
I choose in.
Phong Linh.
At.
Dat.
In Tết.
Phong Ni.
At.
Tuan Son.
In.
Nok Ha.
At.
Ting.
At.
And Kian.
At.
Okay, the correct one is at. That is the best one. In fact, it is the only correct one. They always get together at Tet. Okay, last one. Last one. And back to you, Bao Ling. Bao Ling, last one. Bao Ling, oi.
Can you hear
Bảo
me?
Linh ơi,
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
You can come at weekend. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah. No, I'm just going to make a correction. There's a word missing here. Because, of course, weekend is a noun, Bao Ling. So what does it need in front of it?
In weekend.
It's weekend is a noun, so it needs something in front of it. What is it, Bao Ling? Always. What does a noun have in front of it?
The.
Yes, correct. An article. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Bao Ling. What was your preposition?
You can come at the weekend.
Okay. Viet Ang.
At weekend. At the weekend.
Phong Linh.
On the weekend.
Dat.
At the weekend.
Phong Ni.
At.
Tuan Son.
At.
Nok Ha.
At.
Ting.
At.
Kian.
At.
And Bao Ming.
You can come on the weekend.
Okay, good. So, actually, there were two correct answers for this one. In English, you can say you can come on the weekend or you can come at the weekend. Sometimes people will say you can come in the weekend. Okay, so actually all three are correct for that one. I know, a little bit annoying. because you were thinking, how come on, at, or in work for that one and not the others? Unfortunately, they just do. Okay, so on or at are the main answers for that one. Who got 100%? Let's see. Congratulations. So, Nok Ha, Ting, Hien, Bao Ling, Fung Ling. Okay, all got 100%. Okay, the rest of you just remember to be a little bit careful when you are doing your writing for these using prepositions. Okay, because if you do this during the test, it will be counted as a mistake and you will lose a mark, which we don't want to happen, of course. Okay, just check what we're doing next. Ah, yes, this is what I was going to ask you. Is anyone doing the Ielts test in July, by the way? I just need to check up on this. Michael, Bao Ming.
No, apparently, I've changed the schedule.
You've changed the schedule. Okay, when are you doing it?
I think around like the 9 months.
What's the name of the month, Michael?
Was it like near October?
October.
Yeah, near October.
Near October. Okay, so not for another couple of months. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Michael. Is there anyone else doing it in July, the Ielts test? Okay. When you have booked your Ielts test, please let me know so I can give you some extra help. Okay, that's why I'm asking. So I can give you in the couple of weeks before you have the Ielts test, let me know and I will give you some extra help with that. All right, thanks everyone. So what we're doing now is we are going to look at the graph that most of us did last week. Okay, some of you didn't complete the answer. I gave you 20 minutes to do that. Remember, you should be able to do this by now. If not, if you are having trouble completing the answer, I know you are all on holiday at the moment. If you want to improve, please find some time to go online, find a task 1 graph, okay, and practice writing your answer in 20 minutes. I know some of you are still making some mistakes with your English, and that's okay. But the most important thing at this stage is that you should be able to finish it in 20 minutes. You should be able to do that by now, to do the 4 paragraphs. I'm going to go through each of you individually shortly with what you did with your answer. But first of all, I'm going to show you a model answer to this. Okay. Dut,
Yes.
can you please read me paragraph 1 of the model answer? That's the first paragraph.
The bar chart illustrates the change in wind power generation across 4 nations from
1985.
1985 to 2000.
Correct. 1985 to 2000. That's how you pronounce it. Thank you, Dut. Okay, so you can see how I have done the paraphrase, everyone. Okay, very simple. Instead of using shows, I've used illustrate. Okay, instead of saying amount of energy generated from wind, okay, I've just said changes in wind power generation. Okay. That's what the graph is showing, changes, how wind power generation has changed. Okay, and I have made, instead of saying countries, nations. Okay, very simple paraphrase. With paraphrases, you don't need to waste much time on it. Okay, just do a simple paraphrase with task 1, all you need to do. Okay. To and son. To and son.
Yes.
Can you please read me paragraph 2 of the model answer?
In 1985, the United States was the leader in wind
No,
power
paragraph,
generation.
sorry, paragraph 2, to and son. Is this one?
Overall, all 4 countries show an increase in wind energy production, with Denmark showing the biggest improvement, passing the United States to claim the top position by 2000.
2000.
Despite minor fluctuation, the US maintained its leading position for the majority of the period.
Okay, good. To and son. What does fluctuation mean? To and son? What does it mean?
It's like up and down.
Correct. Good. To and son. Good. Okay, that's great. So you can see, everyone, and again, I will emphasize this because some of you got it wrong. Number one, the overview is the most important paragraph of a task 1 essay, because that is the paragraph where you show that you understand what the graph is showing. Okay, the other 2 paragraphs, the detail paragraphs, you are just describing what you see, the changes, but in your overview paragraph, you must show that you understand what the graph is showing and explain it. So that's why it's the most important paragraph. And remember, you are only looking at 2 or 3 sentences for your overview. That's all. You can see here, I've only written 2 sentences for the overview. That's all you need to do. And for your 2 or 3 sentences, you are just looking at the major changes, the most important or the most interesting changes, or the biggest changes. Just the overview, remember, is just a summary. All right, so you can see, it's easy to see straight away, all countries have increased their wind production. Okay, which country has shown the most improvement? Denmark. Okay, you can see Denmark was here in 1985, was here in 2000. Denmark has shown the most improvement. That's the biggest change. All right, the United States, I mentioned, fluctuates a little bit, goes up, down, down again. Okay, has changed a little bit, up and down. Okay, and that's all you have to say. So just the main features for your overview. Again, you should be able to do this very fast by now. Very fast, within 5 minutes. Look at the graph, just see what are the main changes. What stands out? What is biggest? What is smallest? Okay, a summary. And again, the detailed paragraph is easy because then all you're saying is what you can read on the graph. Very simple. So I will email you all this answer. Not going to spend any more time on it now. I will come back to this a little later on to look at your individual answers so I can show you what you did wrong. I will email this model answer to all of you later so that you can look at it and you can see what I've done. Are there any questions, by the way, before we get off this graph? Okay, like I say, I'll come back to that a little bit later. But for now, we're going to do some speaking. So some of you have done these questions before. In fact, most of you have. We've practiced these a lot over the months. These questions and answers come from a selection that Mrs. Ha has found, okay, that predict the sort of questions that will be used in the Ielts test in the next 12 months. So you can see here, home and accommodation questions are always in use. These are always very popular part 1 questions. Always. So it's no surprise if when you do the IELTS test, you will get asked a question about where you live, your house or apartment. Okay, so what I just want to look at you before I practice these questions with you is just some of the language here in the model answers. So you can see the questions, obviously. These are the sort of answers that you can give. These give you some idea of what you have to say. How many sentences in a task 1 answer? Phung ni, phung ni.
Yes.
In a speaking part 1 answer, how many sentences should you give in your answer?
I think it's 2 or 3.
Correct. Very good, Phung Ni. You remember well. 2 or 3 sentences only. Okay, remember part 1, don't have to talk for very long. So 2 sentences is fine. 3 if you can think of something extra to say, but nothing more than that. Okay, looking at the first question here. Do you live in a house or apartment? The words I want to emphasize are the adjectives that are used here. Some of them might be new to you. Some of them won't be. But if you are keeping a list of vocabulary that is useful, and you should be doing this if you want to improve, some of these adjectives are words you might want to add to this list. So, for example, this one here, cozy. Nokha, nokha.
Yes.
What does cozy mean? What does cozy mean?
It's like kind of comfortable and
Yes.
warm.
Comfortable and warm also usually means small, everyone. Okay, usually means quite small, but small and comfortable and warm. That's good, Nokha, okay? So cozy is a good adjective to use if you live somewhere that's a little bit small. Cozy is a good one to use. All right, again, you can see this answer here, okay? They've used 3 sentences. I live in an apartment, cozy 2-bedroom apartment in the heart of the city. Okay, this collocation here, heart of the city, means the same as middle of the city or center of the city. Heart of the city is a good English collocation to use to show that your vocabulary is good. Okay, are the transport facilities to your hometown very good? Okay, which means facilities are the different ways that you can travel to your hometown. So if you have good transport facilities, maybe it means you can go by bus, you can go by car, you can go by train, maybe even you can fly. All right, so that's what transport facilities means. Okay, can someone turn their microphone off, please, if the noise is coming from you? Thank you. All right, another linking word that is useful to use, additionally. Additionally means as well, as well. Okay, do you prefer living in a house or flat? Okay, you can see here some of these answers are too long. Remember, 2 or 3 sentences only, but at least they give you an idea of the sort of things you can say. All right, they give lots of suggestions, but again, 2 or 3 sentences, this is much longer. All right, what part of your home do you like the most? Again, using the word cozy, comfortable. Okay, how long have you lived there? You can't give a long answer to this, okay? If they say, how long have you lived there? You must answer that in just 1 or 2 sentences. Do you plan to live there for a long time? This phrase here, I don't have any concrete plans. Bao Ming. Bao Ming.
Yes.
What do you think this means? I don't have
Uh,
any concrete plans.
well, concrete plan means like long term.
Not long term. Try again, Dalming. Not long term. Not long term. Long term means long term. Not the same as concrete. Excuse me. Any idea, Michael? If you
Means
have a
like
concrete plan. Okay. What is concrete hard or soft, Michael?
concrete is hard.
Correct. Okay. If you have a hard plan, what does that mean?
It means that
Can you give me a synonym for this? Or give me an explanation? If you have a hard plan, a concrete plan, what do you guess that it means?
you will have to like think a lot about the plan.
Almost. Try again. Feng
I know,
Ling.
I understood the reference, but I
I'm
can't really find the synonym or
okay.
like explain
Okay.
it correctly.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Michael. Feng Ling. Feng Ling.
Yes.
What is your understanding of concrete plan? If you have a concrete plan, what does that mean? Do you know?
I think it's like a plan that will have a
Mm-hmm.
people at first and
Not quite. Okay, Michael was the closest. A concrete plan means a hard plan, means something that will definitely happen. Okay? All right? Means you have a definite plan, something that is really going to happen. For example, you might have a concrete plan to have lunch after this lesson. Okay? Means something that is definitely going to happen. Michael, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I just can't put it in.
Yeah, definite was the word you wanted. Or another synonym for hard is firm. You have a firm plan.
Oh,
Okay. Firm plan means something that is definitely going to happen. Okay. Concrete plan is a common collocation in English. If you have a concrete plan. So again, if you want to improve your vocabulary, this is the sort of phrase that is worth learning. I have a concrete plan to go to university next year. I have a concrete plan to go to Nakha.
yes.
You have a concrete plan to go where soon?
To Phuket Island.
You do, exactly, Fukok. That's how you use it. It means I am definitely going, okay? I have a firm plan, a concrete plan, okay? Like I say, very common in English. If you have a concrete plan to do something, this is something that you have planned that is definitely going to happen. Okay. I'm just seeing if there's any more interesting adjectives or adjective phrases that are worth using. Favorite room. Okay. Something when you get a question like this, what room does your family spend most time in? Of course, you do not give just a one-word answer. Okay, you don't say, we spend all our time in the kitchen. Okay, which is the same as giving a one-word answer. You then need to say, remember 2 or 3 sentences, why you spend most of your time in the kitchen or what you do in the kitchen. Okay, we spend most of our time in the kitchen because that's where we meet at the end of the every day as a family, so we can have dinner and we can talk about what happened during the day. That is the sort of answer you give to that. So again, just a reminder, you never give one-word answers. Never. Okay, so going back to the start here now, I'm going to ask you some of these questions. You are welcome, by the way, when you are giving your answer, to use some of the sentences or phrases you can see here in the model answers, okay? You're very welcome to use those because this is getting you used to using some of these words and phrases when you answer these sort of questions. So like I say, you are welcome to use them. If you don't want to use them, that's fine too. But I do want a 2 or 3 sentence answer to each of these questions. Okay, where am I going to start this time? Actually, I think I'll start with you. Nok Ha.
Yes.
Do you live in a house or an apartment?
Apparently I'm living in a house with my family of 5. It's a house that we were given by the government because my grandfather was a soldier.
My grandfather was a soldier. Good. Okay, that's fine, Nok Ha. So that was what, 2 sentences? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. 2 sentences, okay? So good, you said where the house came from. If you wanted, you could also say, is the house close to anything that you enjoy? For example, like close to cafes or restaurants, something like that. Okay, Ting.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Ting, everyone get ready to go, please. Okay, I'm going to go quite fast through this so you can all practice. Ting, are the transport facilities to your hometown very good?
Yes, I think transport facility to my hometown is good. Because nowadays the internet is wait.
Internet is not a transport facility, of course. So you're
No,
talking about something like buses, cars, taxis, trains, something like that, Ting, okay?
we can booking some car or bike so fast to travel.
Okay, we can book some car or bike so it's fast to travel to my hometown. Okay, Ting?
Yeah.
Something like that. Good. Kian.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, everyone be ready, please. Like I say, I'm going to come to you, all of you, soon. Kian, do you prefer living in a house or an apartment, Kian?
If I have to choose, I prefer living in a house than living in the flat. Because living in the house, we we are independent in all of the field we like. For example, if we live in the flat, we need to use general like elevators or the sidewalk or something. Yeah, when you're living in the house, your sidewalk, it's your own. You don't need to share it with anyone.
Your sidewalk is your own.
Yeah,
That's interesting
like
one.
what I mean is there's a front yard before every house, and we can use that instead of using with everyone.
Okay, I understand now. Okay, that's fine, Kian. Good. Bao Ming,
Yep, I mean,
what part of your home do you like the most?
well, the part that I like the most in my home is the living room. It is where my family meets together, and it is where my family chill together in the evening. As
Great.
we, yeah, as we
Great.
watch the
Yeah.
TV together.
Okay, good. That is long enough, Michael.
you.
Okay, good. Good answer. Okay. Bao Ling.
Yes.
What room does your family spend most of the time in, Bao Ling?
My family spend most of our time in the living room because it's a place where we can relax and have a conversation between us, and like it's a spacious and comfortable space that we enjoyed.
Great. Good answer, Baoling. That's all you have to say. It's a spacious and comfortable space that we can enjoy. Good. Okay. All you need to say. Good. Viet Ang,
Yeah, teacher.
do you live in a house or an apartment, Viet Ang?
I live in a house with my parents' house for 18 years, and my house have 5 floors, one kitchen, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, um, and the garden on top. Just
And a garden on top.
yeah, teacher. The garden
Okay.
on top.
Garden on top. Okay, good, Viet Ang. Okay, that's a good answer. Just remember to say my house has. Okay, not have. Has to be has. My house has 5 floors, 3 bedrooms, a kitchen, a bathroom, and a garden on top. Okay, that's good, Viet Ang. Fong Ling,
Yes,
do you prefer living in a house or an apartment?
I personally prefer living in a house, but the next years I have a concrete plan to move to a apartment, and I'm not sure I think I'm not sure that I will love living in a house and apartment.
Okay. Okay, first of all, so good, Feng Ling. Used concrete plan perfectly. Okay, great. But just your last sentence didn't quite make sense. I'm not sure if I love living in a house or an apartment. What does that mean? I'm not sure if I love living in a house.
I think it's I mean after I move in apartments, I'm
Yeah.
not sure that I will love living in a house and apartment.
Okay, doesn't make sense. After I shift to an apartment, I'm not sure if I love living in a house. You need to say, after I move to the apartment, I'm not sure if I will like living there better, is what you should say. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. When I move to the apartment, I'm not sure yet if I will like living there better, is how you say that in English. Okay. That's how you say it.
Thank you.
When I move to the apartment, I'm not sure if I will like living there better. Okay, that's how you would say it if you're a native speaker. Good, Feng Ling. Dat.
Yes.
What part of your home, Dat, do you like the most?
In my opinion, I like my bedroom the most because inside my bedroom has an air conditioner, which is comfortable for me to sleep in the hot summer. And I spend most of my time lying in the bed to surf internet.
Okay, good, Dat. Good sentences. That's very good, Dat. Okay, much better. Good answer. Good length too. Feng Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Feng Ni. Here's a tricky one for you. Are the transport facilities to your hometown very good, Feng Ni?
I think the transport facility in my hometown is not good at all because Vietnam is still a developing country. So the government improve the transport facilities every year. So I think in the future this will be better.
Okay, great answer, Feng Ni. Great answer. Very good. Very good, Feng Ni. And good English too, Feng Ni. Okay, Tuan Son, are you back yet? Okay, Tuan Son hasn't. Not yet.
Tuấn Sơn, here. Tuấn Sơn ơi, bật mic lên con. Con đang tắt mic đúng không? Yes, he's not here because
Not back yet.
not microphone. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he told me he was going to the bathroom, so not back yet. Okay. All right, everyone. So, does anyone have any questions about the speaking that we have just done. So, Feng Ling. Okay, that was very good, Feng Ling, talking about concrete plan. Okay, you're the only one. You were the only one who used it. All right, but that's good, Feng Ling. You learned a new phrase. Like I say, very common in English to say that. I have a concrete plan to go to Phuquoc next week. Okay, I have a concrete plan to go to university next year. Means something that you will definitely do. So that's good, Feng Ling. Well done. Great. Glad you were paying attention. Okay, so the rest of you just remember adjectives like cozy. Okay, when you are talking maybe about your apartment or some room in your house, like the living room, cozy. Your bedroom is cozy. Kitchens are not usually cozy. Okay, you don't live in your kitchen, you cook in your kitchen. So kitchen's not usually cozy. Comfortable is another good adjective. Other ones, if you are talking about an apartment or a house that is big, use a word like spacious is a very good adjective. Spacious means there's plenty of space, obviously. All right, we'll do more about those next week. Have some different talking topics for you. Okay, so what I want to do now for the rest of the lesson is going to just review this with you first before we look at our writing task 2 topic for this week. Okay, so this again is a template or a plan for how to write any task 2 essay. So remember, you have 7 to 8 minutes to plan your answer. 40 minutes is the amount of time you should spend on the whole of task 2, writing task 2. Out of that 40 minutes, you have 7 to 8 minutes to make a plan. Use the first minute to understand and answer these questions. Okay. Ting.
I'm here.
Okay, what is the first question you need to look at when you are looking at the question? Just read what I have highlighted, Ting.
What are the keyword you throw?
Key thoughts. Key
Key
thoughts.
thoughts.
Key
Thoughts.
thoughts. Key
Key
thoughts.
thoughts.
Okay. What are the key words or key thoughts of the essay? Okay. What are the key thoughts? And for that, you look at the first sentence thesis statement. This, remember, the first sentence, this is called the thesis statement. All the essays that you will be asked to write all have a thesis statement as their first sentence. Kian.
Yes, teacher.
Kian, what are the 2 key thoughts of this thesis statement?
Excuse me, 2 what?
The 2 key thoughts.
Oh, I
Look,
see.
so looking at the thesis statement here, you can see that I have highlighted it. What are the 2 key thoughts? There are 2 key thoughts. Okay.
Job satisfaction.
Yes, there's one. What is
And
the other one? What do most
well-being.
people do? Most people do what?
Most people do work.
A little bit more than that. You are on the right track. A little bit more than that. Bao Ming, Michael.
Yes.
Okay. What are the 2 key thoughts of this thesis statement for you?
Look like job satisfaction.
Is one, yeah.
elements of individual well-being.
Okay, that is still part of job satisfaction. Okay, I will make this easy for you. The two key thoughts in this, number one, okay, most people spend most of their life at work, okay, is thought number one. Most people spend most of their life at work. I'm sure the same will be true for you. Okay, but that is thought number one. Thought number two is that job satisfaction, okay, is important to help people feel good. I'm paraphrasing here, okay, because I want to understand what the thesis topic is about. So this is the first thing you look at when you're doing your plan. All right, what are the key thoughts or key words? In this case, the two key thoughts, and there's usually a couple, okay? Most people spend most of their life at work. Job satisfaction is very important for most people. They're the key thoughts. All right. Again, then we look at the rest of the sentence. Bao Ling.
Yes.
What type of essay is this?
Is double question?
It is a double question. Very good, Bao Ling. Okay, very easy to tell. There are two questions. That's what they are asking you to do. So when you are looking at the instructions, what does the examiner want me to do? In this case, it's a double question essay, so you need to answer both of these questions. Just in case you've forgotten, here are the 5 different types of essay. Just to remind you, opinion, discussion, double question, problem solution, advantage, disadvantage. So you need to identify what sort of essay it is, because that helps you decide on the structure of your answer. And again, very quickly through this, I'm going to get you to start writing in just a moment. Okay, your introduction, of course, is a paraphrase of the topic or thesis statement. Okay, your introduction is a paraphrase of this. Do not spend too much time on the paraphrase. It is not so important. Obviously, the most important parts of this essay are the main body paragraph. So when you come to do this in an exam, do not spend 10 minutes trying to work out a paraphrase. Just paraphrase it as quickly and as best you can. All right. The next part of your introduction, okay, you state your opinion if that is what the essay wants. If not, you just state the main reasons. And then you expand on those reasons in each of these body paragraphs. And again, I'm reminding you of this because some of the writing I've seen, people are still not following this simple structure. If you go to some other websites on the internet, by the way, you will see slightly different structures from this. All right, those are okay as well. There is no definite structure you have to use to get the best mark, but I always teach the structure because it's the easiest and the simplest to remember. And it's also the easiest and the simplest to do. So remember, each body paragraph, you always have a topic sentence. You have 2 sentences that explain the topic sentence, and then you have an example. Very simple structure, very easy to remember, and very easy to do in 40 minutes. Okay, so because this is a double question essay, your first main body paragraph is going to answer this question. Your second main body paragraph is going to answer this question. Okay, easy as that. Are there any questions about that? Any questions? Okay. All right, you can all see the topic here, I'm assuming. I'm going to share this link with you now. What I want you to do, please, is just write for me, okay, the main body paragraph plans. So 2 main body paragraphs. So I want to see a topic sentence, 2 explaining sentences, and an example for each of these. Viet Ang,
Yeah, teacher.
what sort of essay is this? What type?
Advantage and disadvantage.
Mode, not advantage and disadvantage.
Positive. Opinion.
Not opinion, Viet Ang. Try again. How many questions can you see, Viet Ang?
It's double question.
It's double question. Okay. If it was advantage, disadvantage, it would say somewhere in here, it would say, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Okay. Instead, you can see it's a double question. It's asking you 2 questions. So body paragraph number 1 is going to be, why is this happening? Body paragraph number 2 is going to be about, do you think this change is positive or negative? So I'm going to share the link with you now. Remember, what I want you to do is just body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. Okay, don't need an introduction, don't need a conclusion. But I please want you to follow the structure. Okay, which is, in fact, I will put the structure into this now, just in case you've forgotten. Okay, everyone, so this is what I want. Okay, I want to see 2 paragraphs. All right, I want to see topic sentence, 2 explaining sentences, and an example. Is anyone not sure what I'm asking you to do? So I don't want an introduction, don't want a conclusion. I just want your main body paragraph for this question. Excuse me. And I'm going to share this with you in chat now. All right, everyone, can you please click on the link and start writing when you are ready? So 2 paragraphs, everyone. Using this structure, a topic sentence, 2 explaining sentences, and an example, answering this essay topic. And while you are doing that, I'm going to go through your answers from last week with each of you individually. How to do this? Let's have a look. Nok Ha.
Yes.
Nok Ha, if I change all right, thank you, Ting. I'll see you next week. If I change the screen, Nok Ha, can you see the graph from last week?
Yes, I can see it.
Great. Okay, Nokha. Can you see your answer, Nokha?
I can see it now.
Good. Okay, so just quickly looking at your answer, Nokha, you can just see my corrections, I hope. Just some of your corrections are mostly related to grammar, okay? And some missing words. All right, so you can see, first of all, in the paraphrase, Nokha, pretty good, all right? You need to use this word, okay, Nokha?
Okay.
Can you see produced? The chart illustrates the amount of wind energy produced in India, Denmark, okay? Again, your overview paragraph is pretty good, Nokha. You identify the main changes correctly. Generated is a word that you need to use. Can you just read for me this phrase, Nokha, please?
Overall, the US mostly generated the highest amount of energy.
Good, okay. So you need to use the US mostly generated or made the highest amount of energy is better than had. Okay, had is not quite correct. Need to say generated. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and also this sentence here, while Germany's increase was just, actually that shouldn't be there, was just slight. Okay, slight is not a noun, okay, it's an adjective, so it doesn't need an article in front of it, okay? Germany's increase was just slight. All right, and going down to your second detail paragraph, okay, Denmark showed dramatic growth. And you can see I've crossed this out here, Nokha. Okay, I've replaced all of this with just one word, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Denmark showed dramatic growth starting at 250. Okay, I just use the word starting instead of all of this. Okay, I can get rid of all of this and just use starting. Okay, nice and simple. All right. Any questions, Nokha, about my corrections?
No, thank you.
Okay, so you can see, Nokha, I gave you 6.5, which is good, but just you are making just some grammar and some vocabulary mistakes, okay? But you have the structure is correct and you identified the main features correctly. Okay, thank you, Nokha. Ting has gone. Kian didn't do it. Michael, Bao Ming.
Yes,
Okay. Can you see your answer from last week,
I
Michael?
can.
Okay. The chart above demonstrates, okay, number of wind energy is not correct. Okay.
Yeah,
Has to
I
be
did
the
think of it.
the collocation is amount of something. In this case, wind energy. So need to use amount, not number.
Yes.
And again, this is why one of the reasons we did the preposition test before, okay, 4 nations over the period, okay, is not quite correct. In the period of 15 years. You always talk about over a period, okay?
Yes.
Okay, overall, or remember there were 4 countries, not 3. Just be
Oh,
careful with that.
I forgot.
4 countries increase the energy. Received an uptrend is not correct English. Okay, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. Received an uptrend is not correct. Has to be just increase the energy. All right. This is good using the word superior.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good adjective. All right. And the countries didn't receive energy. Okay, they produced energy. Does that make sense? In other words, they made energy. They didn't get it.
Yes.
Okay. So again, you have the right idea, Michael, but again, just a few grammar and vocabulary mistakes. All right. Any questions about that?
Yeah, no, I don't. I think I have to improve a lot.
Yeah, you improve. Okay. The structure is correct. You identify all the main features correctly. Just your vocabulary. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. All right. Do is next. Where are we? Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Bao Ling, can you see your answer from last week?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Bao Ling, just going to turn on the fan on my computer. It's getting a bit hot. Okay, Bao Ling, your paraphrase was great. All right?
Yes.
No mistakes at all. Again, Bao Ling, this was the word you needed to use. So not figure. Okay, talking about the production of wind energy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, please tell me if my corrections don't make sense, okay, if you have any questions. The wind energy of all countries increased over, okay, so year is incorrect because, of course, we're talking about many years, darling, all right? Not just 1 year, so you need to use the word period, period. And this sentence, okay, the structure wasn't correct, all right? Can you just please read me this phrase, Bowling?
Yes. Except the US saw a decline in the last 2 years, while still generating the highest amount of energy.
Okay, good. So that is the correct way to structure that sentence. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. And again, on the first hand isn't a correct use of that collocation. Okay, it's better to say at the start.
Yes.
Okay, on the first hand doesn't quite make sense. At the start is much better. Okay, and you didn't do the last paragraph. All right, if you'd done the last paragraph, you would have got a higher score.
Yes.
All right, any questions, Dowling?
No, I don't have.
Okay, so again, just needed to do another paragraph. And you should be able to do this now. Because we've had enough practice at this, so you should be able to do 4 paragraphs in 20 minutes. Okay, thank you, Bao Ling. Yeah. Viet Ang. Viet Ang.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Can you see your answer, Viet Nang, on the screen?
I see. Yes.
Okay. So first thing I can see, Viet Ang, remember you need to leave a space between your paragraphs. Okay?
Okay.
Like this. All right. Please remember to leave a space between your paragraphs. Otherwise, it's counted as a pronunciation mistake. Sorry, punctuation mistake. Punctuation.
Okay.
Okay, so must leave a space between the paragraphs like this. Okay, so Viet Ang, you had a little bit of trouble working out the overview, I can see. So remember what I was saying. So you got this part, correct? All right, the US had the highest production of energy over the period. All right, but you also need to look at just looking at the graph, Viet Ang. Okay, you can see Denmark. Can you see Denmark, Viet Ang, which is this one?
Yes.
Denmark had the biggest what during the period? I'm thinking of a word that begins with I. I.
Because
The biggest. It's gone from here in
increase.
1985. Sorry, Viet Ang?
Because increasing.
Correct. Good, Viet Ang. Good. Had the biggest increase. That's exactly right. So that's what you need to put into your overview paragraph, okay?
Yes.
So you got the bit about the US is correct. The US, okay, produced the most energy over the period, but Denmark had the biggest increase over the period, okay? So
Okay.
remember what I said about you need 2 or 3 sentences in your overview. So you are always looking for at least 2 main features. Does that make sense?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, so you got one correct. You are correct saying the US produced the most energy. That is correct. But you also need another one. Remember, you need at least 2 sentences. So the second sentence could be about Denmark had the biggest increase over the period. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Any questions, Viet Ang, about that?
No, I don't have question.
Okay, good. So how many sentences for an overview paragraph, Viet Ang? How many should you write?
It's about 2 or 3 sentences.
Correct, 2 or 3 sentences. And you are looking for the 2 or 3 biggest or most interesting changes or features. Okay, thank you, Viet Ang. Phong Linh.
Yes.
Okay, Phong Linh, can you see your answer from last week?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so good paraphrase, Phong Linh, no problem. That is fine. Just your overview, though. All right. You missed one of the main features. Okay, which is, so you were right about overall the US produced the highest wind energy. Okay, India generated the lowest, but you missed out who had the biggest increase, which is an important feature of this graph.
Denmark.
Correct. Okay, so you missed that out. So you need to look for that sort of thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So you got one part right. As I was just saying to Viet Ang, you are always looking in these graphs for at least 2 or maybe 3 main changes. Okay, so you got the first one correct. Okay, the US was the biggest producer of wind energy. Then the next thing I can see is what has changed the most. Denmark. You can see Denmark has had the biggest increase. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, and then the third one which you've got, what did you say? India had the smallest increase. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lowest, I think.
India generated the lowest. Not sure actually about that. You can see here, Germany was also quite low as well. So just be a little bit careful when you're reading the figures. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember.
Okay, good. So again, just remember with the overview, you're just looking for the 2 or 3 biggest changes. And always these graphs are written with some big changes in them, okay? So you have something to write about. So there is always some change to look for, always. All right. And again, Phong Linh, what did you do? Oh yeah, you didn't finish your last paragraph.
Yes.
All right. So to get a better score, you need to finish all 4 paragraphs.
I remember.
Okay, good. Any questions, Phong Linh, about that?
No, I don't have any.
All right, good. Thank you, Phong Linh.
Thank you.
Who else haven't I talked to? Phong Linh, Bao Ming. Phong Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Phong Ni, can you see your answer from last week?
Yes.
Okay, so this is pretty good, Phong Ni. All right, so your paraphrase is fine. Again, just this preposition here, just some of your vocabulary is not correct. All right, so you talk about wind energy is the correct way, not windy energy. Okay, wind energy increased during the period, not all the period. Need to use the word during. The US produced, not had. Produced is the better word. All right. So your structure was correct, Phong Ni. You did the 4 paragraphs. The main thing you missed in your overview paragraph was who had the biggest increase, Phong Ni. And you can see looking at the graph, it's what country had the biggest increase, Phong Ni?
I think it's Denmark.
Correct, Denmark. Okay, so this is an important feature you need to mention in your overview. Okay. So you correctly said that the US produced the most energy, but you need to look for things then like who increased the most, who decreased the most, who stayed the same. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. And again, just some small problems with some of your vocabulary. So using but instead of and during the period instead of all over the period. During the period is a very common collocation. You talk about something happened during the period, not all over the period. Apart from that, it's fine, Phong Ni. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Phong Ni. Kak Sung isn't here. Jabao
I'm
isn't
here,
here.
teacher.
Oh, you are
Hello,
Kak
teacher.
Sung. Okay, Kak
Yes.
Sung. All right, welcome to class. Can you see your answer, Kak Sung?
Yes.
Okay, so first thing, please remember to leave a space between your paragraphs. Okay, like that. You have to have a blank space here. All right, Kak Sung, you only wrote 2 paragraphs. Remember, you need to write 4 to get a good score. Must write 4 paragraphs. This one, overall, the amount of wind energy. So the best way to write this, Kak Sung, you would say overall, the US produced the highest amount of wind energy.
Yes.
That is the way you should write it. Overall, the US produced the highest amount of wind energy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Okay. This is good, Kak Sung. That part is correct. Denmark witnessed a significant rise. Okay, that's true. Okay, you use this correctly. That's good, Kak Sung. Okay, and surpassed the amount of wind energy produced by the US. All right, so this is mostly correct, Kak Sung. Okay, mostly correct. Just the way you express it isn't quite correct. So this part isn't bad, Kak Sung. Okay, that is okay. Just this first sentence here. But then, of course, to get a better mark, you need to finish the detailed paragraphs. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay, good. All right, thank you, Kak Sung.
Thank you, teacher.
All right, Tu and Son.
Wait, teacher. Me, Zabao here.
Oh, you are, Jabal. Okay, didn't see you before. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just again, looking at your answers, Jabal. Your paraphrase is correct. It's good. Again, just some problem with your vocabulary, Jabal.
Yes.
So you can see my corrections. So it should be
Yes.
overall wind power saw upward rises in all 4 countries, with Denmark surpassing the US at the end of 2000. Okay, had the critical strive doesn't make sense. Sorry. Okay.
Yes.
All right. This part is correct. Okay. Just please remember to use articles. US is a noun, so it needs to have an article.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, you are missing the final paragraph. All right, you've only done 3 paragraphs. Remember, you need to do 4 to get a better score.
Yes.
Okay, any question, Jabal, with that?
I don't have any question yet.
Okay, all right, thank you, Jabal. Tu and Son.
Yes.
Okay, Tu and Son, can you see your answer?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so Tu and Son, your paraphrase is correct. That's good. It can be clearly seen every country's, okay, and the word you need to use is production. All right, so energy was being produced or generated or made. Okay, much better than saying amount. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So need to use production. Has increased over the years, but the United States needs to be except the United States, okay? Not but the United States, except in the United States. All right, so the main thing you missed, Tu and Son, was what happened to Denmark. All right, what happened to Denmark in the graph, Tu and Son?
Is increased a lot.
Correct. In fact, it increased the most. Okay, so that is a major feature. You can see that it increased the most. It came from here, just over 200, okay, to more than 1,600. So yes, the USA produced the most, and you identified that correctly. But the other main thing in this graph was that Denmark increased the most. Okay, went from only 200 to more than 1,600, the biggest. So that is the sort of thing you have to look for. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, you are always looking for, as well as the country that produced the most energy, which other ones contain the most, okay? So in this case, Denmark increased the most. All right, going back to your answer, and again, okay, so you identify this correctly in this paragraph, but you didn't finish paragraph number 4. If you had, you would have got a better score. Okay, Tu and Son?
Yes, I feel like
okay, so the main thing to remember from these ones is just make sure, to look at the main changes for your overview. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Any questions, Tu and Son?
No, I don't.
Okay, thank you, Tu and Son. Okay, everybody, can you please turn your cameras on? It's past. Fong Ling, are you okay? Okay, you look sad, Fong Ling.
No.
Now you don't. Okay, better. All right, I tell you were thinking very hard. Okay, that was what it was. Okay, everyone. So that is the end of the lesson for today. We will continue with this essay next week. During the week, I will correct what you have written so far and discuss it with you again next week. Was there anyone whose task 1 I missed out? I don't think so. I think I talked about task 1 with everyone. Yeah, I did. Okay, everyone. Any questions? Any questions from anybody?